Hi, it's Ashlyn. Welcome to the video. Good grief. It's windy as hell outside. I saw some goose babies earlier. Goose babies are so cute. Anyways, hi. I think I want to paint. I think I want to do a painting video. I haven't really done one. I think I want to do one. I don't know what we're gonna paint, but let's go get started. I'm awkward. Look at those beans. You see his face? He's like, excuse me. I just like your beans. The biggest boy. Oldest, sleepiest boy. Oh my goodness. The sleepiest boy. There's a small little girl and her beans. Can I see your beans? No, thank you. So, I don't know what I'm going to draw yet, but I'm just going to draw something. Please excuse this. Okay. Let's get started. Hi. Okay, so I'm doing my first voiceover. So I'm just kind of sitting in my closet, so I'm really sorry if the sound is bad or off. I'm kind of learning. So what I'm doing here is a wet on wet flat wash of color. I'm just laying down this green color. I do wish I would have taped the edges. It would have looked a little bit cleaner, but that's okay. We're gonna move on. So I'm adding some green as well. I think I add some yellows, kind of making a background before we make the background. And the background that I did was this like sweeping up and down motion. I did this on a painting that I did yesterday, and I really enjoyed the texture that it added to the background without like much work behind it. It was pretty minimal work to achieve it, and I just really enjoyed the look of it, so I wanted to redo it. So just some more of these greens. I'm adding some yellows and some blues, just kind of all over the page. Again, this sweeping up and down motion. This video is pretty choppy, by the way. I just kind of cut all around because a lot of this is the same. It's pretty repetitive of the same kind of things that I'm doing the whole time, so you know, adding more blues, more sweeping. I'm pretty excited. This is my first like art video that I've done, and I had a lot of fun like filming it and like, you know, editing it together. Like, this is pretty cool. I'm super excited. Okay, so now that everything is dry, this is gouache that I'm going in with. It's just Arteza gouache. Oh gosh. Yeah, so it's just Arteza gouache, and I'm making I'm kind of making different shades and of this green, light greens, dark greens, and I'm making this brass texture. Again, I did this in the painting yesterday. I really enjoyed how it looked when it kind of broke up at the top. I thought it added a nice texture to it. And so again, pretty choppy. I'm kind of cutting all over the place. But I'm just adding different colors, layering, trying to make it have some depth to it. Here, again, same paint, same Arteza gouache. I'm going in and adding this like overhang of a tree. I didn't really want to put a tree in it, but I wanted the illusion of a tree. So I just added this random limb. I don't know, I thought it looked nice. I like like in photography, I like when there's something kind of in the foreground. So, and then also something like in the background. I don't know, I kind of like how it looks. So, adding another one on the other side, you know, symmetry. Adding some depth, you know, layering the colors, lights and darks and midtones, trying to make it look, I don't know, not realistic, but not just a blob of color. And, you know, just back and forth to make it look nice. Now I'm going in. I love this like peachy color. I don't know. I'm obsessed with it. So I like my bullet journal for the month. I did a bunch of flowers. So I'm doing some flowers here. Those little peachy flowers. We're doing some like bluish purple flowers, which look really nice. And I mean, not really like traditional flowers, just little shapes of color, making it look nice. And different, you know, there's some circles, there's some, I don't know what I'm doing here, the little dots. I think those look nice. I don't know, just trying to play it up and switch it up and, you know. Oh goodness. Okay, so I'm re-recording this part because I went way too long and I ran out of time to wrap up what I was saying. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm just finishing up the flowers. We gotta rein it in. We gotta get it together. Okay. I'm adding these little more flowers, and then I kind of go in and I just start adding like these little dots. Here though, I believe I'm adding highlights. No. Here I'm adding stems. All of the flowers are getting stems. Just little swoops. Little swoopity swoop. See? Shoop. Everything gets a little stem. Now I'm adding highlights to all of the flowers. Just a little center highlight. Some of the circle ones get little swirly highlights. I love highlights, man. I don't think you can have too many highlights in a painting. I think they make everything look good. Here I'm adding a light green highlight to the stems. Again, you can never have too many highlights. I'm all about them highlights. Yeah. Okay, so here, firstly, is me struggling to figure out where I was going to put this dragonfly. Couldn't figure out where I wanted to put him. Finally settled on a place. And you can't see anything. Okay, listen, you know, like I said, this is my first art video. It's my first time filming myself painting. So I did not think about the fact that I'm right-handed and the camera was on my right side, so you wouldn't have been able to have seen anything. I'm trial by error. The whole experience is trial by error. Next time the camera will be on the left side so that you can see what I'm doing. But so basically I found a reference photo on Pinterest of a dragonfly that I liked, and I just kind of looked at it and drew by what I saw. It's not perfect, I just kind of made the general shapes, but you know, I wish you would have been able to see what I was doing. It's fine, you know, I can tell you what I'm doing. I'm doing the wings currently right here. I really tried to make the wings look not opaque, but I didn't want to, and I added some color to them. They're slightly purple, but I also didn't want them to have too much color because I wanted you to know straight off the bat, this is a wing. And I think you can see a little bit. You can see that I think it kind of does a good job at that. Yeah, I just kind of went back and forth and added some details on the body and the wings. You know how they have kind of like, I don't know if it's like veiny textures, but it kind of looks, there's like lines in it, and you know, so I was adding some of that detail. And here I am, I'm adding a second dragonfly. I am having it kind of sitting on a flower. Again, you can't see anything that I'm doing. You can see a little bit. I'm kind of like making a mental note to get my stuff together. But I just did the same thing, just kind of more of a profile view instead of a aerial view of this dragonfly. I made its wings go up instead of out. Yeah, you know, just back and forth, adding the details like I did before. Yeah, and so I think this is coming up to the end of this video. So I'm just gonna kind of wrap up this voiceover now. You can't really see what I'm doing. I'm so sorry. Just finishing up the details, and yeah, that is all. Okay, I finished. I think I'm pretty happy with it. I think I might add like a few more highlights once everything is dry, but for the most part, I think I'm done. I'm excited. I like how it turned out. I wish I would tape the edges, but I think it looks good. So let me show you what I have. So I just have this little flower scene with these little dragonflies, and it's just, I don't know, I did this background yesterday when I did my little sloth, and I really liked how the background looked with the gouache. So I think this looks pretty good, and I'm pretty happy with it. I had a lot of fun. This was my first like art video. I had a lot of fun doing it. So I hope you enjoyed if you watched, and thank you for watching if you did. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.